I am driving down a deserted highway, the only sound being the hum of my tires on the asphalt, trying to clear my head after the world has been turned upside down. My fiancée, Paisley, and I were supposed to get married in a few months, but now I'm not even sure if I'll make it out of this alive. It started when she confessed to hiding a massive debt, one that could ruin both of our lives. At first, I thought we had it all figured out. We were young, in love, and building a life together. I was working overtime to provide for us, and Paisley was taking care of our small apartment. But looking back, there were red flags everywhere. She was always protective of her phone, would quickly change the subject whenever I asked about her past, and had unexplained gaps in her history that she wouldn't discuss. She'd always need to know where I was, but whenever I asked her about her day, she'd brush it off, saying she was busy. I wrote it off as her being caring, but now I realize it was something more. My boss, Mark, even noticed I was falling apart and pulled me aside one day. "Hey man, you okay? You seem really distracted lately," he said. I just shook my head, telling him I was fine, but I was not. The day Paisley confessed, I came home early from work, exhausted, expecting a quiet evening together. But as I walked in the door, Paisley's face was pale, and her eyes were wide with fear. "We need to talk," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. My heart sank as she told me about the debt, about how she'd accumulated it over years and had no idea how to pay it off. I felt like I would have been punched in the gut. There were legal consequences now, things I did not even understand. Apparently, some of the creditors were threatening to take our assets, even our apartment. I could not breathe, could not think. All I could do was ask her why she'd kept it from me. "I was scared," she said, tears streaming down her face. Scared? I was scared now, scared of losing everything we'd worked for. As I drove through the night, the darkness outside seemed to match the turmoil inside me. I kept replaying our conversations, wondering how I would miss the signs. There was one conversation that stuck out, when she jokingly said, "You're so lucky to have me. I keep you from getting bored." I thought it was funny at the time, but now it seemed like a warning. Mark had been right. I was not fine. My mental health was hanging by a thread, and I did not know how much longer I could keep it together. I thought about Paisley, about how much I loved her, but also about how much I did not know her. As the sun began to rise, casting a golden glow over the horizon, I realized I had a choice to make. Would I try to save our relationship, to work through this mess together, or would I walk away, saving myself from potential financial and emotional ruin? The question hung in the air unanswered as I drove into the dawn, my heart heavy with uncertainty. What would you do in my shoes?